This is it. The Vietnam squad for today. Ready for the match. For Mobile Legends Bang Bang on ISF 14 World Esports Championship. Okay guys, are you ready?
Ready.
Alright, how about you? Are you ready?
Ready.
Ready. Both of the team is ready and please handshake each other. Good luck. Selamat berjaya. Berjaya. Alright. Okay, guys, let's start the game and tag to the caster that will lead the third match of today. Please welcome once again Mirko and Momo-chan.
Malaysia have definitely learned.
Hello. Assalamualaikum.
In match number one.
Todak dah cakap tu. Abang dah call lah Amok tadi. Abang cakap, Amok, kau tak benjoy Amok. Aku gigit kau punya telinga. Aku Amok kata, sorry bang.
Momo-chan. Oh, it's our.
Sorry bang.
Sorry, what's up, Arashi? How you doing?
Dia kata, sorry bang, dia kata.
No.
My bad.
Sorry.
What's up, Momo-chan?
Okay, so we are
bang,
in the another lower bracket match for today,
dia kata,
right?
Sorry,
So
dia
it's
kata,
gonna be interesting because there will
Hari
be
kejap lagi
another
kita akan
team
ban
that
Joy, dia
will
kata.
say goodbye today.
It's pretty sad, but obviously this
Always.
is the
Malaysia lawan Vietnam lah. Mana datang pula Argentina nya.
There's always going to be the losers who will be sent home.
Besok baru lawan Filipina. Kalau menang kali ni, besok lawan Filipina.
In the first match of the upper brackets, they're still going to be able to meet them again here, a rematch.
Yeah.
Vietnam have definitely learned as well since their loss towards Team Malaysia. They're definitely coming here
Asal nak
with
tukar jadual pula.
preparation, and they're going to be a bit tougher to beat. They almost beat Malaysia the first
Wah,
time.
diorang terbalik tu.
Almost bring
Dah tukar
the
dah.
first 3 games for Malaysia on our
Dah
first
tukar.
day, but
Malaysia lawan
luckily,
Brazil bila bang?
maybe I cannot
Bila
say
Malaysia dah
luckily,
World Cup.
solidly, Malaysia, they close it with 2-0 only. So yeah, there's no third game between Malaysia and Vietnam, but we don't know about another
Tak ada tukar
matches,
jadual, tak ada.
rematch
Kenapa
between
nak tukar
Malaysia
jadual
and also
pula?
Vietnam, because Vietnam, maybe like Mirko said earlier, Malaysia, they already learned
sudah
their
ada orang
mistake
cakap,
just now by
besok,
showing us the
wah,
ban Joy.
Todak
but
saja
the
je scam
problem,
korang, tak bagi korang
I'm
tengok
pretty
live
sure that
ni.
Vietnam also
Dia
does
kata, tak payah tengok
done
dia
their
kata, nanti
homework
korang marah orang.
by losing in the upper bracket.
Exactly. So
Saja
we
je tak
have
nak bagi korang
Dana
tengok,
with
nanti
the
korang marah
information
orang.
they
Korang
have
lah,
going
kalah
into
sikit
this
marah. Kalah sikit
game.
marah.
It's going
Dah
to be
marah je.
very interesting to see how they actually perform. But ladies and gentlemen,
Bila masa jatuh low bracket bang, pagi tadi.
to all you people out there, are you having
Pagi tadi.
speed problems with your smartphone? Because let me
Pagi
tell
tadi
you,
dorang
right here you
dorang
can
main
see
tournament
on the
sambil
desk
tidur.
the Samsung Galaxy A335G.
Pagi tadi
and the
sambil
Galaxy
tidur
A5
pagi tadi main tu yang kalah tu.
And also the Galaxy A735G, and you guys can go ahead and check
Ini
it
menang
out
ni.
right now.
Ni dorang dah
It has
bangun dah. Pagi
awesome
tadi dorang
specs,
ngantuk
right,
sangat
Momo-chan?
ni.
Yes, that's right, because
Main
you know
tournament
we
masih
have
sambil tidur pada
8
pagi tadi.
gigabytes RAM and 256 gigabyte memory, Super AMOLED plus screen, and fresh rate. The fresh rate is already up to 120 hertz, so it's very smooth. There's no lag at all when you play Mobile Legends, and I'm pretty sure that this
Bang,
smartphone
cepatkan. Dah.
already 5G.
Bukan,
like
diorang tak jadi
Mirko
tukar
said.
ni.
So
Malaysia
bye-bye
lawan
to
dengan
not
Vietnam.
responding,
Bukan
bye-bye
lawan
to
dengan
lag,
Filipina.
and
Diorang
make
terbalik
sure
ni.
you guys can
Diorang
check
ingatkan
their
terbalik
website,
ni.
Samsung.co.id.
Ever since I got my Samsung phone, I forgot what
Tahu
lag
lah
is.
kan, bukan ada discussion
Now
kot
I
di
ask
kalangan
them,
diorang.
what is
Tak apa
lag?
ni.
But obviously,
Malaysia lawan
Momo-chan, because
Filipina awal-awal
right
tu.
now,
Seram tu
you guys
Malaysia
can
lawan
get it.
Filipina awal.
Go ahead,
Kan?
check it out right now. Don't waste a minute and check it out, because right now, there's a discount, 600,000 IDR, and an awesome gift as well, worth up to 360,000 IDR, plus also e-vouchers worth up to 500,000 IDR on Samsung.com.
Wow.
And guess what? It's for everyone, because awesome is
Tak
It's
free.
payah
for
tukar ni,
everyone.
tak payah tukar.
Amazing. Make sure you guys don't miss it.
Diorang kena ban
Don't
Joy bang.
miss
Ya,
the
kena ban
discount and also
Joy.
the awesome gift. But we are going to the lower bracket match. Is it gonna be
Nak start ke?
Malaysia
Nak start
or
ni?
is it
Nak-
gonna
nak
be
start draft lah, nak start
Vietnam that has to say goodbye
Hai,
for
Fazli.
our lower bracket match here?
Diorang kena ban
That's a
Joy
big
bang.
question.
Diorang dah
That's a
kata
big
dah tadi.
question.
Diorang akan ban Joy.
Who will lose here will
Abang
be
cakap
sent
dekat Amok,
home.
kau tak ban Joy, abang gigit je
No
dia.
more chances left. There are no more opportunities to lose out here
Ah, tu
for
lah.
both
Malaysia
these
lawan
teams.
Vietnam.
They need to go all
Ah.
out. No more saving those strategies that they maybe were trying to do to get to the grand finals first.
Yeah, they have to let out their A card here between Malaysia and also Vietnam. Meanwhile, we are take a look with our update playoff bracket here. Malaysia versus Vietnam in the lower bracket, and we also have Argentina versus Philippines. Meanwhile, there are still like two. So Indonesia already stay in the upper final. They will meet Cambodia tomorrow, right?
2-0, Indonesia were able to beat Argentina. Cambodia took a bit more time to take down Malaysia, 2-1, and those
Game
games
siapa
were
sekarang?
actually
Malaysia lawan
going on for
Vietnam.
quite some time. But we do have the two
Terbaik nak
teams that are
tukar.
now
Oh,
going
kalau dia
placed into that
tukar
lower
Malaysia
bracket.
lawan
Like you
Philippines,
mentioned, Momo
koyak
Chan, it's
siap.
Argentina up against Philippines,
Yep.
and obviously the match we have now, Vietnam up against Malaysia. The team versus screen is right here. We're going to be taking a look at both of the
Filipin lawan
roamers,
Argentina pukul 10 pagi
Nart
besok.
and Yums.
North and Yams. I could say maybe for Yams, he
Rival
likes
tak main
to,
ke bang?
you know,
Tak.
sometimes
Macam tak ada
trying
je
to
rival.
make some outplay with the Digi or maybe
Nama
you know,
rival
like
ada tapi
he likes to
dia tak main. Chico yang
to
main,
even
rival
pick
tak main.
Franco. So there's some initiation or there's some engage that actually Yams always do for a Malaysian team here, but it depends actually. It depends on the playstyle that Malaysia wants to bring us for the lower bracket. But from the player head-to-head between
Elok lah
and
dia lawan
also
Vietnam.
Momo
Kalau lawan
as the
Filipin,
co-laner,
koyak nanti
it's,
sekarang.
it's quite, I can say maybe a little bit, you know, a little bit chaotic here because Hehe with the playstyle that very aggressive. He has a good KD, a good goal per minute if you compare to rather than Momo. And also the kill per game, and also with the kill point here, maybe not too much differences between these two players, but I could say Hehe has a lot of more
Meta low
good
bracket bang.
farming pattern here if you
low
compare
bracket
to
ni
Momo
seram
because
tu.
from the gold per minute 990, or maybe it's because of the dominance from
Bukan
Vietnam
tak jadi. Kena
when
ngeprank,
they
kena
meet
ngeprank.
Namibia yesterday, right? With the fastest game, 6 minute done. So I think this is why Hehe become very comfortable when they meet Namibia yesterday.
It took Vietnam 6 minutes to take down Namibia. We'll see how they'll
Ooh.
take down perhaps Malaysia here in the lower bracket match, as we will jump in to the drafting phase of game number 1 of Malaysia versus Vietnam right now.
Right now, there you go. Let's see, Joy. I think it will be automatically being banned out by Malaysia here. I don't think they want to let the chance for Vietnam to take
Joy?
the Joy.
Yeah, for sure. I think we're definitely not going to see the Joy opened up again. It went 16-0 up against Malaysia. And just like that, the Joy is going to be the first ban for Malaysia. They've definitely learned their lesson after losing to it twice.
King low bracket lah kita kan. Itulah tu. Let's go kan, let's go. Hujan bang, sedap tidur bang. Oh, abang dah tidur lah tadi.
So many times throughout this tournament so far, Momo-chan, and it's always in the first phase.
tidur dah
Indonesia
tadi.
banned the Diggy in both Game 1 and Game 2 up against Argentina. We saw the Diggy ban as well come through for the side of Cambodia versus Namibia.
Yeah, look at that. The first ban
Yeah, why?
towards Joy. I don't know. Maybe Vietnam here. They have another, approach for.
Siapa ni ambil gluko
ban
pula
phase
bang. Baru
where
masuk
there's
airline
no
terus.
more as well. I think they can.
Nampak
try
tak?
to
Malaysia
keep
dah
it
ban
in
dah Joy. Awal-awal lagi dah ban Joy. Amok
Yeah,
takut
they
kena
can
gigit
ban out
3
the
tu.
Martis or maybe Benedetta here, or maybe even Kaja. Or maybe
Terus
they
ban
can
Joy
take
tu.
Kaja as the first pick here.
Tahu dia
Right,
takut
first
kena gigit
pick
3 lah. Baru
still
cakap
in the
ni
hands of
kau tak ban dah
Vietnam.
bagi gigit
They
3
choose to
kau
play
amok.
the Valentina,
Bagus
pick it
ban
up
tu.
themselves. They can
Yes.
also go for
Bang, malam ni Jepun Croatia boleh.
Martis as
Okay,
well.
kalau korang nak
We've
tengok
seen
Jepun
banned out, but we haven't
Croatia
seen
lepas abang
players
live malam sekarang
yet
kita
in ISF
buka Discord.
2022, which is quite interesting.
Kita tengok
because
bola
this
sama-sama kat dalam
hero
Discord nak.
has just gone a bump,
Masuk Discord barang main.
and we've seen a whole lot of it early on in the patch.
Abang
right?
buka bola untuk korang kat
We'll
Discord.
see
Kita
once
tengok
again here
sama-sama.
from Team Malaysia as they are going to be banning here. That's the Kaja coming out, the hero we just mentioned.
Yep. So there's no Kaja, there's no Divine Judgment. There's still 1-1 left as well, right?
1-1 as
1-1.
well. We also know that right now Fanny is up for grabs.
Oh yeah, we saw Fanny from Indonesia just now in the hand of Taz, and
Pretty scary.
it's so scary though. And I think whoever teams that against Indonesia, they have to really, really respect Test Fanny here. But no win-win as well for our first game. So it's gonna be another contest for Leomord and also Valentina.
Leomord already banned out by Team Vietnam. The Martis, the Valentina,
Oh, sorry,
heroes
yeah.
Valentina.
still up for grabs. We've also
And
seen that.
Martius, yes.
Well, technically, Momo-chan, you would think these Prio heroes would be the Prio.
Discord.
But for Team Malaysia,
Tengok bola.
we saw a whole lot of crazy
Malam ni.
last time.
Lepas live Abang Lai,
Franco and Minsatar.
Abang
And
Lai
Franco went to the jungle.
Belum pukul
So,
11 lah
Chiku guys, this is a man that we've come to know.
Abang Lai 8 lebih sampai pukul
loves
10
crazy
lebih,
picks.
pukul 11 kita
Yeah.
tengok bola.
Crazy is an understatement at this point.
Jom,
He's
kita tengok
just a
dua
mad
terus lah,
genius, right? Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't though. It's a very coin flippy style of play.
Customization
Malaysia
tak ada.
have opted to go and ban the Phobius, leaving the Valentina up for Team Vietnam.
And Martis even though. So is it gonna be Martis or is it gonna be Valentina?
I think Valentina is a
I
bit
think it's
better.
Valentina. Yeah.
Malam mati lah, dalam mati abang buka
They
untuk
can
korang.
take another hero such as 2 OP hero. Maybe is gonna be Martis or
Jepun, Croatia, Brazil, Korea malam ni kita tengok.
Or Eve Lapu-Lapu if they want to. There's Lapu-Lapu as well, right? We know how strong Formace with this Lapu-Lapu. Because even though they
Jangan saja rugilah korang abang setiap malam dalam tu kot main TOS, main macam-macam game lah.
super
Korang lepak dalam tu.
and move
Lalu abang malam abang tengok bola, abang tengok kat dalam tu dengan member. Korang
Korang
tak nak jadi member abang?
mid join the first game, so
Kalau korang jadi member abang boleh lepak-lepak malam dekat Discord. Abang selalu lepak Discord dekat lepak kan. Selalu abang lepak dekat lepak tu kan.
It's gonna be Batrix, so there's no Martis as well. Interesting.
Yeah, now the big question for me is why did Malaysia ban out that Phobius? It's definitely to set up for a pick for themselves.
I
but
think there's some kind of a respect ban because from the first meeting with Vietnam, they also ban out the Phobius.
yeah,
So maybe there's maybe there's another top global in the Vietnam side.
maybe, perhaps,
Maybe.
right?
Yeah.
We'll see, but also definitely they are trying to set up for a dash hero for themselves. Vietnam, though, instantly picking up the Fredrin with no hesitation as they are going to look for that final pick in the first phase. They can go for the Roamer right now if they want to go for something safe. They can also go for the gold lane, but they do opt to hover over the Kufra, which is an interesting pick up against the Mathilda. They can actually stop a few movements.
Kita tengok sama-sama lah. Bila gol kita jerit tak sama-sama. Abang tak boleh dulu kau tengok. Kalau tengok bola,
It's been a very
kalau tengok
solid
bola
support
macam
role.
tengok
He's
seorang-seorang
always
kat
playing
telefon
the
ke
Angelas, the
kat ni.
Rafaelas,
Tak
and
boleh
now
dia tengok
the
seorang-seorang
Estes
bola.
as well.
Tengok
These
bola kena
healing
tengok dengan
heroes
member.
have been
Tapi nak lepak mamak susah kan sekarang kan.
Favorite?
his comfort. Yeah.
Kita lepak Discord je lah.
Camphor as well, yeah. But yeah, Estes.
Nak lepak mamak
The hand of
susah. Zaman
Vietnam,
sekarang ni
it
lepak mamak
means-
susah. Lepak Discord lah.
Even though they didn't bring, even though they hasn't picked
Nanti malam ni abang
Farmis
buka kan
as a
bola
mid,
dekat dalam
sorry,
Discord.
as the roamer or maybe as a mid laner here. But Estes Hill, we know how annoying it is, right?
It is.
If we talk about Estes, maybe we know that it's my Venus favorite hero, right? But it's
Got the
Vietnam,
blackest
so
skin.
yeah, but it's
Brazil
Vietnam. It's
21,
a
Brazil
different
kabar.
story, and we will
Abang
see
Jepun.
what
Abang pergi nak
will
Jepun.
happen with Malaysia because they already picked up that Eve as a high ground hero for defensive or maybe even for the team fight.
Yves is actually going to be the hero picked up by Team Malaysia, knowing that Moon, this is his most comfortable hero when he does play the mid lane. With the Beatrix, the Mathilda, and the Yves, you kind of understand that, again, Team Malaysia, they are just going for that safe kind of strat. Usually we see Malaysia go for these crazy picks when they are in a comfortable spot, right? When it's the upper bracket game, when it's the second game, when they've already won the first game.
Takut bini marah. Japan pun malam ni kan. Malam Japan pukul 11.
We saw the Ruby jungle, we saw the Franco jungle
11
earlier as well. But now, because they're in the lower brackets, up against a team
Abang
that
nak live run Norak malam ni
beat
sebelum
before.
sebelum
So,
Japan
Vietnam
Korea
has
pukul
some
11,
data
Brazil
on
pukul 3.
Malaysia, knows how Malaysia
Abang
likes to
akan
play.
habiskan live
Opting to
sebelum
go for the safer
habis tu
route.
lah.
The front to back composition, Beatrix, Yves,
Amirul Aizan, thank you for the
Because
100
they're giving
Mantap.
that space, pick up that final.
Mantap.
Agree with that. So this is maybe that's what Malaysia strategies has to be because
Lalu malam-malam diorang dalam Discord diorang main business tower, business
going
tycoon
into the late game.
yang macam Monopoly tapi dia business nama dia business tower tapi dia Monopoly lah basically. Diorang selalu lepak main Monopoly.
And Carmilla, shadow pick from Malaysia, so it's gonna be Carmilla for Chiku, guys. Pretty sure. So we will see what will.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah,
Are you sure he's not going to go to the gold lane?
You wife tak met ke bang? Dia lambat dah biasa.
Yeah, we don't know. At this point, it's
Dia dah biasa.
whenever Todak plays, whenever Malaysia
Brazil kalah
plays,
bang, Yema tak main. Aduh.
it really feels like you don't know where they're
Kalau
going,
Brazil
right?
kalah,
Especially
Jepun
when
lawan Korea ni.
Malaysia here, when they pick up something like a Carmilla, a hero that we usually don't see on the hands of Chiku.
Tapi Jepun lawan Croatia tak tahu ah. Croatia keras
the first
juga
thing
tu.
that comes to mind, the first heroes that
Tapi
come to
abang
mind
harap
are these
Jepun menang
flashing
lawan
heroes, these
Croatia.
game-changing heroes, or just honestly.
Todak pakai combo sama je bang. Ini lawan Vietnam boleh,
Makes
tak
them
apa
work
masalah.
like no one else. But Team Vietnam now.
Hari tu diorang lawan Vietnam, diorang menang mudah kot.
From Malaysia.
Ni abang expect game ni 11 minit, 12 minit habis dah game ni.
Composition with the Cho. They have that additional
Todak
60,
Cambodia menang tadi sebabkan Joy.
Back with the way the Dragon to split these members out.
Kau tengok tu Todak awal-awal lagi dah ban Joy dah. Takut.
Yeah, if you take a look for the crowd
Awal-awal
control
lagi dah
Vietnam
ban Joy.
has here,
Best
they
of
have
three,
the
yes,
slow
best of three.
effect from the Astas, but is it gonna be enough? Because Cho, like Mirko mentioned it earlier, it only has a single target. CC here with the Way of Dragon with the.
Dah kau beda kalah. Tu yang diorang lawan Vietnam hari ni.
Oh, there you go. I was asking where's the Martis here, and there you go, Martis for Formace.
Ah.
And this Carmilla will goes into the hand of Chiku, guys. Like you said,
Korang
we talk
cepat
about
menang
Malaysia.
malam ni bang.
We don't know
Boy.
where they are want to go, right? They can do
Kalau Jepun dengan
anything.
Korea
They
layak
can-
malam ni memang
they can
kejutan
play
gila-gila lah.
anything they
Brazil pun
want.
out.
And with
Croatia pun out.
especially Chiku ever played that
Okay, gang,
Ruby
let's go,
jungle,
gang.
remember for the first day?
11 minit game habis, 11 minit.
Insane, and what made it crazy
Ya,
was
12
they
minit.
got win,
12 minit
actually,
game
with
habis.
that Ruby jungle. Up against
12 minit
Vietnam.
setengah,
Yeah,
12 minit
right.
setengah game habis.
Still trying to go for a little bit of crazy here.
Memanglah
with the
diorang dah
artists
kalahkan Vietnam,
in
tapi
the
diorang kalahkan
HP lane
Cambodia,
on the
low
jungle.
bracket
So
dah pula.
It's another curveball over to Vietnam. We'll see how Vietnam handles this crazy pick, this cheesy pick.
Cheesy pick.
But what do you think about the draft?
I don't know. I'm so
Ni bukan
curious
ulangan
about
lah.
the Astas pick here. I would like it will be effective, especially for the big team fight for Vietnam. But all the best for both of them.
Bantu-bantu like, bantu-bantu
Well,
share.
let's jump into the land of dawn for game number 1 of Vietnam versus Malaysia. The second time
Easy lah,
being
ni
here.
easy lah,
This
easy
time
Todak
lower
lah.
brackets, an elimination
Ini
match.
kalau Todak kalah,
Chiku
abang
started
kahwin
the
4.
orange buff and Joga on the purple buff. Yum's already trying his best to invade the enemy jungle to force that retribution so that Chiku can look for a bit more in the enemy orange buff. Yums jumps in. Retribution not popped up though. Joga now just hitting Yums back.
Okay, but the purple boss will be taken by Gunnar right now, and Yums need to use the flicker to flick out because there are 3 members who chase him around.
That's
Saya dah record
super
bang.
unfortunate, right?
Aduh, janganlah
Gunnar
record
was the
you.
one who actually got the purple buff.
Yeah, but at least it's not in the hand.
Ini
of
kalau Todak kalah, abang
It's not in the hands of the enemy team, so,
cium
you
pun
know,
Tok
right
Fit.
now, Chiku will
Tiba.
definitely have a bit of an advantage when it comes down to
Zaman sekarang kan
the
kita
farm in the
betul.
XP
Wow.
game. As you can see, already Chiku going so aggressive into the enemy jungle. 3 members from the side of Vietnam have already rotated in.
Oh
Chiku
my
still
God,
going for it,
Chiku?
committing onto it, and finds the retribution.
Oh,
Looking for more, not going to be immobilized, but decides to
Anak
back
mu
off
pun
with
gurau.
the guiding wind popped up by
Tak apa
Young.
percaya, tak tahu lah.
enough for Chiku. At least he can get the orange buff here, but Joga trying to giving a pressure in the lane. For
Tadi
moment
nak bagi
here,
korang
but
gelak.
the slow
Tu
effect
je.
from Gunnar,
Janganlah
it's
ambil
just-
serius sangat.
I find it really disturbing, you know?
It's very
It's
disturbing.
very disturbing. It's very slow. I think maybe around 70% slow effect, I think.
It's an absurd number, honestly, right?
Yeah, I know, right?
This- as an Estes as well, early on, getting that purple buff will
When
somewhat
matinya tak
will help
tu, bang.
him definitely, but it's gone so fast.
Dia
right
bila
now
kau
for
cakap
Gunnar,
kan,
doesn't have
saya
anything
buat
left.
dia
Turtle
ni.
spawned
Tiba.
in. Like I
Bila
mentioned,
tebuk tiba
Chiku
je
will
kat
have a
dia
bit of an
dia
advantage
kira
here.
tak
One level,
gurau je lah.
about to get 2
Tak serius
levels
lah.
once he secures this turtle for free. A good choice by Vietnam though. A wise
Kena
choice.
tunai kapan?
They
Tak.
decide to
Tak ada.
not
Benda tak elok tak payah
but
tunai.
because
Benda
of that
elok je
now,
kena tunai.
with a 2-level lead, Chiku is going for the purple buff, steals it away from Joga, who's still level 3. And Joga's just not having a good time here in his own jungle.
Oh my god, it's gonna be a disaster. And the first
Bang,
blood
mati dah pakai baju
for me,
tidur ke bang?
suddenly, nice. With Vietnam here, meanwhile, there's
Bang,
gonna
saya dah
be
tukar 1-0 asal kabur lagi,
real
ha?
manipulation towards
Kabur?
the player from Malaysia.
Ada lah, okay
I need my help, really need some help, really need a backup follow up.
Kayat lah, abang, tak ada
coming
tiba.
from
Abang punya
Vietnam,
tiba
but
lambat.
Youngs, It's gonna stop, and he still have the guiding winds to make him to stay alive.
Clean movement
Double
by
bracket ni.
Yoons here. And you can see, they bought so much time and so much pressure is alleviated off of that bottom
Diorang dah
side.
tukar
Chiku
balik
can
Malaysia
actually
lawan Vietnam
go
kalau
and
Filipin.
steal away that orange buff, invading the enemy jungle and putting some more pressure
Kahwin tu
on the
benda
quad
elok,
that's
bang.
currently
Ya
already
ke,
behind
Bu?
of Momo on that Beatrice.
Risau pula kahwin 4.
And
Duit tak
the
ada lah,
first
duit
blood
tak ada.
goes into the hand of Vietnam. Now,
tak cukup.
Malaysia,
Kahwin
even
4.
though they play so aggressive, they trying to invade all of the jungler that Vietnam has. They
Ni
have
kahwin
to
4 ni
come
sultan
with
ni,
a
bang, sultan.
better strategy, I think, or maybe a better
maksudnya orang yang
team fight here, because
duit
if they
tak habis lah
keep
makan sampai anak cucu
losing
cicit boleh lah kahwin 4.
from the damage here, I think it's gonna be a disaster because Vietnam will keep snowballing and snowballing.
That was painful, man. They praised his wrath, but Forme still decides to actually walk up to lane. Joga was in that XP lane,
Jual lah
looking to go
MVG,
for a lane
bang.
gank, but will not decide to commit. You can see Chiku, guys. Look at his positioning here already. Trying to
Bang,
get the
buat
purple
saya
buff
udang,
that he
ha?
is again ahead. But look at the bottom side. River here. His head is going to be
Uh-oh.
caught down, gunned down by Momo on the Nibiru.
Dia
Meanwhile, Chiku,
game
guys,
kabur tu memang
he steals it again. Joga hasn't
Memang-
gotten a
memang-
single buff this game.
memang
Maybe
game
maybe
dia live stream dia
Malaysia,
tu
they
memang tak
realize
cun game
Vietnam,
gambar
they
tak
don't
cun tak
have
tahu kenapa.
any proper tanker,
Bukan abangnya
There's
bagus,
no
memang game
really
dia.
a very
Jual dia jam
tanky
tu.
hero that can try to cover the jungler here. Especially Yoga needs some item for
Kalau
for the
Todak pula
damage
abang
here
dah
for
yang pakai
Chao.
songkok satu
And
hari.
now,
Todak confirm menang korang ni.
Chiku will
Kau
play
cerita apa
the
ni?
objective here, taking the first turtle, and the king trying
Dia
to
dia
contest
kat
it,
creation
but it's
kat
gonna
mission
be
ni dia lebih
a
kurang
little fail
satu
for
bini
the king.
Well, look at the bright side,
4,000.
right? The king
Kalau
wasn't
kau
able
nak
to
2
steal it
bini
away,
gaji
but
minimum
that
kau
did
8,000 lebih
give
kurang ah. Kalau
Joga a bit more
4
space
bini
to actually
gaji
claim his
minimum kau
first buff of the
16,000.
game. The orange buff
Mana
was
ada orang
secured
gaji
by
16,000
Joga
kat
in
mission
that
ni.
bottom side. It's insane. 5 minutes, and he's only taken 1 buff because of the amount of pressure that Malaysia have been able to put onto Vietnam's jungle side. But look at the bottom side. Chiku once again caught on the 1v3, but it's actually going to be Vietnam who's going to be caught around Malaysia's collapse.
Uh-oh.
Nart going to be jumped on here with real world inflation as well. Blazing duet to the back lines, but it does not deal enough damage. IMU popped in, Momo jumping in as well, but it's a 1-for-1 trade, a 2-for-1 trade, as Momo and Moon are caught down.
Oh
That's going to be a
my-
4-man Malaysian
Bagus,
team
bang,
that's
aduh.
taken down in that bottom side and a triple kill.
Ada bang gaji
for
menteri 16
Need
k. Tapi
My
kenapa
Help.
menteri tak kahwin 4?
Okay, they got-
Tunggu menteri kahwin 4
Actually,
dulu.
they got 2 members in the first, from the
Satu
team
bini
fight
pun
in
tak
bottom
habis,
lane
bang.
here. Snart was being able to be shouted down by the player from Malaysia, but after Hehe comes,
Menteri
look
gaji
at that.
6,000
He's trying
sekejap
to go
je.
in and
Dia jadi
go
menteri
back
5
with the
tahun je.
battle
Lepas tu
elements
kena
that
tak ada
he
pilihan
has.
raya balik.
And also,
Ha.
very good the way of gonna coming from Yoga. It
Bang,
makes
gaji basic
all of
200
the member
boleh
from
bini 4
Malaysia
je.
suddenly being
Boleh
shut
ke?
down.
Oh, tak boleh lah. Kalau
by
pergi
Vietnam.
kau pergi court
Crazy.
memohon dekat court
Again.
nak kahwin 2. Kalau
can
gaji
see that
3,500 dia tak bagi
for
kebenaran
Malaysia,
kot.
they actually
Kecuali kalau pergi Thailand lah.
used
Pergi Thailand
all
lagi
their
kita lah.
resources on Nart, the
Apa benda ni guys? Cerita pasal kahwin ni. Cerita pasal Todak lawan Vietnam ni boy.
Really punish Malaysia. With Need My Help getting free space, they were able to get that triple kill on him, and on a Valentina, that's a snowball here as well. 2 ultimates burnt up in that bottom side. Meanwhile, Forme is already having a tough time.
Ni
up
lagi
against the
seorang suruh
quad
buat
and
suara
Estes
udang. Kau pernah
combo.
dengar ke bunyi udang
It
macam
should
ni?
be another siege for Vietnam for free up top.
Okay, and now Momo still under pressure, still having an under pressure in the bottom lane. It makes that
Bini
actually
dua, bini
all
dua
the
tu
players
logik
from
lagi
Malaysia
lah
need to
kat Malaysia
really
ni.
help him. And now
Kalau
the
gaji
Resident
8,000
connects
ke
as
atas
well
tu
towards
logik
Momo,
lah,
and the
kan.
town even connect, but Momo still able to survive.
Uh-oh, the king gets baited in towards the
Dalam
Nibiru's
lagi
passion.
tawar, sabar,
It's a
Abang Amin.
1-for-1.
Yang
The
handsome,
turret
mantap.
in the XP lane traded for the kill on the XP laner, the king.
Bang, dekat
Still gonna be
Jerman betul ke
Malaysia
laki
who actually
tak
finds that
tahu abang.
conversion
Apa bukan
going
orang
to
Jerman?
bottom
Kau kita
side.
orang Jerman.
So it is going to be still an equal trade. It's a good trade by Vietnam as they actually opt to rotate away from
Abang, buat
that
macam tu.
gold lane towards that top side of the map for the turtle. And this is just so much pressure
my
building
God.
up again. Moon is going to be taken low, forced to back off now. The rest of the members finally coming back into this mid lane and looking for a fight. Momo has just respawned. They can't
Kata
really
Malaysia
look for
main besok
anything
tak
too
jadi.
crazy
Kena
yet.
ngeprank.
And that's it. That's the end of it.
Yeah, I think it's not good as well for Malaysia if they are trying to force the team fight here with
Bini top up
Vietnam, right? Because
Mesti
it
kalau
seems
dia
that
kalau
they are
bini
not
kau
ready
tanggung
for
kau,
the
kau kena
skirmish,
jadi
they are not
kau kena
ready for
jadi
the team fight. They've been
lelaki
brought
yang
by
handsome,
Vietnam,
gebu,
and
baby face boleh
especially
lah.
they have to make giving a
Muka
lot
macam
of
abang
time as
ramai
well
ni,
space
muka tak
for
siap.
Momo to get the item
Badan
first. But
gemuk,
look at
lapis
that,
nak.
That's
the
a
Renner's
lot of
apathy.
damage. Yeah, onto Nart.
Yeah.
So much damage here, but again, he is an S-Test right now, and that's going to be the Circling Eagle. Onto Need My Help, who isn't going to
Nak
be
buat orang jambang ke? Rawat
threatened
apa
here.
tu?
Jiku has rotated up top. There's
Abang
a
kau
lot of
boleh, abang nak
tank
die
members.
hitam.
Joga going to be caught
Jambang
here,
dia
gunned
hitam,
down
full
by
hitam.
Momo. Still has a
Tapi
lot
tak
of
boleh
HP,
kan?
and he gets out with the help of the healing coming in from Nart. Blazing the web by He, but he's going to be caught in the real world manipulation and the damage
Vietnam
from
ni dia
Momo.
macam dia
Jiku
power dia
taken
besar
low, Need My
tiba-tiba
Help
ni.
looking for the damage, but the snipe
ambil
from
kau.
Momo all the way
Baiklah,
to the top
Momo.
side. Blind into the bush, finds its mark, and Malaysia are here. They coin flip back to a
Buat
lead.
nervous je
Did you
Vietnam Malaysia
how
ni.
Momo and Jiku survived from the team fight in the top lane? Jeez. Let's take a look at the replay, okay? Finally,
Masa dia kena seorang lelaki ni kahwin empat,
actually
tapi bini
almost
dia
be
semua
able
cikgu
to
bah,
shut
nak
down
tip tak?
Joga, but Joga still able
Legend
to
tu,
be
legend.
healed
Dia tu
by
kira
Jannard.
legend
But
lah.
when the blazing
Bukan
Dot
solo,
comes in,
solo
and
tak
the
legend,
real
Fredo tak
manipulation
legend.
from Moon helps
Jadi Hu tak
member
suka legend.
from,
Kawan
from
kau yang kahwin
Malaysia
empat tu
here.
legend.
Meanwhile, Momo with the Renner's apathy, the sniper, he knows that he was there.
It's just a brilliant
Kira
read, and
legend
it's a
lah,
brilliant team fight by
It's a
Malaysia.
it's a feeling,
It
Legendary lah kan.
feeling.
It
Savage
shouldn't be a
lah.
brilliant fight for Malaysia, knowing that Vietnam
Kalau
had
dia
the
boleh
lead.
kahwin empat.
The fact that they were
Kira
able to
gempak nak
outplay that
mampus
based
siap.
on just mechanics,
Bukan
micro,
kerja
just shows the
mudah tu.
Longar style that this Malaysian side
Jutawan
has
billionaire pun
with the
belum tentu
Todak
boleh kahwin
roster.
empat ni.
As Formation
Hai,
rotates
belum
back
tentu
into
tu.
that mid lane, they are looking for mid control.
Solo
before
pun tak belum tentu
contesting
boleh
for
kahwin
the
empat
Lord.
ke solo. Belum tentu
Yeah,
dia
and
mampu
now they
kahwin
are
empat ni.
trying to play some team fight here with a heal that's coming from Jannard, the blazing of Moon Goddess connects the fight
Ingat
member, but
senang.
suddenly got shut down. Real manipulation versus real manipulation. Meanwhile, Moon and also Momo with the Renner's apathy, and now the circling eagle connect as well from Yums trying to shut down the king as a frontliner of Vietnam, and it's gonna be the double kill for Moon here. Oh my God, 3 members from Vietnam suddenly disappear.
You know, I thought they were going to go for the setup. They cleared
I
out the
know.
mid wave, and
Tak
no,
payah
they
cerita
did
banyak
set
lah,
up before they
Korang tak
cleared
payah
out the
cerita
mid
banyak
wave.
lah.
That last minion
Korang
wasn't
ada 4
necessary.
awet
They
on
just
the,
went
dalam masa
straight
yang
on
sama pun
towards
cukup lah.
Vietnam.
Tu pun dah
And
cukup
even
gempak dah
Vietnam
tu.
were
Yang
not
senang je dah ada
prepared
4
for
orang
that
awet.
engage.
Serentak.
It came out of
Cuba try
nowhere,
tengok.
and you can see
Bah,
again the
sembang 4
items
bini
now
kan.
being built up by Malaysia.
Korang ada
as
4
they
awet dalam masa yang sama. Kau
progress
tengok
and
boleh buat tak boleh
increase
buat.
their lead. Momo picks up that top side turret as well, the tier 2, and Momo Chan.
Yes.
This is just insane, right?
Dah ada orang daripada tadi saya baru
the way
kahwin
they
dengan
play
abang
is
mana lepas tahu.
they throw a curveball at you 24/7. You think they're gonna set up. You think they won't take fights, and they always do the opposite.
Yeah, and Momo already got his level.
Ini
top
budak-budak
here.
zaman sekarang seorang
Meanwhile,
awet
it's
pun
gonna be
susah.
a little bit careless in
Gila.
the bottom lane. The King trying to force
Ada member
them
kita
to
tu
defend
single
the
sampai
bottom
sekarang
lane here,
ni.
but Joga will try to clear the minion as soon as possible. Meanwhile, He is not really in a good positioning here, but Chico again and again
Kalau
trying to
5
force to
macam
take the
mana?
orange buff here.
Okay,
Not
5
let
awet. Tapi awet
Joga
kau tahu tak kau ada 5
get
awet?
any physical damage additional
Tak tahu kan?
coming from the
Ah.
buff.
Chiku has
4
got to
orang
be the
kau
most
kena cuba
annoying
kau buat
player
kau ada
to
4
go
orang
up.
awet.
He
4
goes for the
orang awet
orange
kau
buff.
tahu
He
kau ada
instantly
4 orang awet.
rotates towards the purple buff. He
Bukan kau
doesn't care about the
rahsiakan
Lord.
dengan
He
awet
doesn't
kau
care about
tu.
the turret.
Baru kau tengok
He
tengok
only
legend
cares
tak
about his
legend.
friends.
Yeah, he doesn't care about his friends. He only cares about making Joga's time in the Land of Dawn horrible. The Blazing
Aduh,
Duet was
Todak.
used up there, but look
Ini dah 11 minit dah. Pasal dah habis lagi ni.
Gunning him down, gunning him
Cepat.
down. Even though he wasn't in range, he flickered out late.
Dia kalau
Malaysia
awet kau
had
tak tahu
found
tu tak
three
kira. Dia kena
again.
awet kau
With
4
no
orang ni tahu
setup, they
kau
just barged
awet
in
kau
that
tahu
mid
kau
lane. The base
awet kau tahu
turret
dia
wide
bermandu
open,
4 orang.
vulnerable for
Tengok apa jadi.
Todak. Malaysia
tengok apa
to
jadi.
take. Now the base wide open. Joga trying his best to clear the minions out. Malaysia will just
Ini
opt
kau
to go for
ulangan.
that top side base turret. And here it is, that bottom side
Dia
as
tak
well.
ci kalau
Jiku,
awet kau
guys,
tak
is
tahu tak
hunting
ci.
Joga
Tak
down.
Oh my
boleh.
God.
As long as
tak
Joga
betul. Dia
doesn't
kena
get to play the
awet
game,
pertama tahu
Jiku's
awet
gonna
kedua
be
tahu awet
satisfied.
ketiga awet keempat
Signed by
empat orang ni
Momo.
awet tahu dia ada 4
And
kau
Jiku,
ada
he's
4
not
awet.
letting go. He
Tengok
keeps
macam
on
apa
going.
hidup
He
kau.
hates Joga, man.
He has his eyes on Joga, and look at that. There's no recall. There's no going back to your home, Joga. And now look at that. 3 members from
Oh my
Todak.
God.
They are chasing into their own base. And oh my my god.
Wait, Vietnam ni dah
Joga,
kahwin ke
what
bang?
are you doing? Now he's
Mana lah
trying
abang
to
tahu,
survive.
bertanya lah orang Vietnam.
Meanwhile, it's gonna be a slow effect coming from Moon, and Moon will
Boleh,
take
boleh.
the
Todak
point kill.
boleh.
And what a buying time they're coming from Joga, right? Try to at least make some time for
Macam
his
tu dia.
friend to show
Duit
up.
kau banyak apa
I
belum
have
tentu
no
lagi awak kau
idea
terima dia dimadukan.
Why Joga's always targeted down, but Need My Help is going to be taken down by Formaze here. As you can see, Chiku guys backing off.
Momo
Formaze
comes
bringing them back
Momo's
together for
coming.
Chiku to come through. Momo with the snipes, looking for it, finds the king, but it is going to be Hehe who jumps out with
Aduh,
Battle Mirror
Chiku,
image.
terus.
Chiku's still solo. Going to be taken down by the Appraiser's Wrath. Another
Dalam tu
3-for-1 as Gnart is going to be targeted
Jangan
down.
main-main
The
tu.
base wide open with the mini waves pushing in that mid lane. Now with Joga
Dah 13
respawning
minit
back
dah,
in,
Todak.
they're looking to defend and they will be able to.
Nak kahwin 4
But
senang,
Momo
senang
Chan,
cakap.
What the heck
Bukan
did
senang kahwin,
Joga
senang
do
cakap.
to Malaysia to be
Everything
chased
kan?
down like that?
Senang
I
cakap.
think that's personal, though, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, right? If this is not personal, I don't think that they will trying to chase
Dia
him
marah dia bang, kau nak layan game
until
tapi
the
abang
base
borak.
of Malaysia, right? And now, Malaysia, there's, even though
Apa dah borak je? Dah
They
tentu
tried
Todak
to-
menang 100%.
trying
Todak
to
menang.
finish this game as soon as possible, right? But they failed. So they
Game
have
pertama
to
ni
wait
confirm
for
menang
the
sebab dia orang
next
ban
Lord.
joy. Kalau
If
nak
they
tengok
want to
Todak
finish
kalah,
this
suka dia orang
game,
jangan
they
ban
have-
joy game kedua.
They need the help coming from Lord. But if you take a look from
Kita
the
nak tengok the
item,
power of
Hey,
joy.
the win of nature.
Kalau
But
Todak
the
tak
team
ban
fight,
joy
I
game
think
kedua,
Malaysia can
Todak
try to
menang ke
beat-
kalah?
Try to bait this Lord.
Uh-oh, circling Eagle onto Hehe, but there's no follow-up right now. They're going to melt the king down, who is trying his best to sustain
Baiklah Momo.
around the Lord, but Vietnam backs off.
Saja
So
je
1-0,
Todak game kedua,
looks
tolong
like
jangan ban
it's
joy.
Lord
Kita
for
tengok
Malaysia.
Vietnam boleh
There's
menang
no
tak kalau dia orang pakai
distractions
joy.
from Maze in the top lane. So this is why all the Vietnam players, they have to back off a little bit. Another orange buff still will be done by Malaysia. And now Vietnam, they have to survive. They have to protect their base, and it's gonna be hard.
Dah cakap dah kebar, dah cakap dah.
Because no one can touch
Dengan
Momo.
muka confident.
No one can touch
Yeah.
Momo
No one
or
can touch
Momo.
me.
Nak kahwin lagi satu.
Oh,
Sorry.
Momo Chan
Ya,
is on the
pergilah,
caster desk. How are you playing and casting at the same time? That's a question I've always wanted
Kau
to ask you.
tahulah
But
jawapan dia
we'll
pun.
find that answer very, very soon, as it looks like Malaysia just wants to siege the
Dia-
turret down, wants
Dah lah,
to end
saya
the
borak
game
pasal
right
kahwin.
here.
Benda korang
With
ni kena
you
nak habis
guys
dah.
in the midst of it all, in front
Game
of
kedua
it
Todak
all,
jangan ban
just
joy
taking
tengok.
all of the damage.
Boleh tak Vietnam
Meanwhile,
menang dengan
Formaze
Todak
and the
kalau
Lord
diorang
will
tak
just
ban joy
target
game
the base
kedua.
down like it's nothing. It's a 1-0 start for Malaysia in the lower brackets.
Easy.
The first game was, how to put it in the word? Was
dominant.
it's dominant from the Malaysia, but it also interesting to watch. You know, right? Very interesting. And
Saja je
Vietnam,
kalau
even
nak
though
buat
they
nak
almost
buktikan
get
sesuatu kan,
early
Todak jangan ban
tempo
joy lah.
here.
Game kedua tengok apa
The
jadi.
problem is Malaysia, they, like you said earlier, they
Agak-agak kau
always
apa
try to
jadi kalau
create
Todak tak
this
ban joy
build-up,
game
put
kedua?
a space and also time for
So, kalau
Momo
Vietnam
or
menang dengan
maybe for
Todak,
Momo.
dia tak ban joy game kedua, itu bermakna
Right?
memang joy
They're
rosak.
trying to play aggressive in the early
Memang Joy
minutes.
rosak.
Chiku guys managed to
Confirm rosak joy.
steal that buff from Joga. And it makes Joga
Saja
really,
je
you
nak
know,
bagi tu kat Munton
really
yang
so hard to
yang joy
catch
ni
up
rosak.
with the level, with the gold as
Bang,
well.
caster tak beli ke?
And
Tak
this
ada.
is what
Caster beli tak
makes
ada.
Actually, Carmilla looks very annoying because he has the curse of blood, right? He has
Abang
the-
nak translate
he
kan?
has
Kalau
the
abang
slow
translate kan,
effect
korang
as well.
gelak.
So it's not easy
Mana
for
abang translate
Vietnam
kan?
to just run away from it.
Ada kata, dia orang lari daripada situ.
Very tough for Vietnam to
Very
do
tough.
Ini
anything in
sangat
that game,
keras
right?
dia
Even
kata
in
untuk
the early
Vietnam.
stage of the game, we saw
Sebab
that.
Vietnam rasa dia orang tak power. Caster
Losing
cakap
out.
itu
They
kan
had
balik.
a few moments where they were able to actually turn the team fights, and this was one of them.
Besok
right?
lawan
Yeah.
lawan
Where
Filipina
Malaysia just
pukul 5
very,
besok. Besok pukul 5 lawan
weirdly
Filipina.
focused down the roamer of all people, and it gave the space for Need My Help to get a triple kill, which was massive. On a
Filipina
Valentina,
akan lawan
you
dengan
know
Messi
that if you
pukul
get that,
10
you wanna
pagi.
try to snowball as fast as
Lepas tu
possible, but
Indonesia
Malaysia
lawan
just,
Kamboja
yeah,
pukul
kept
2.
going for the coin flip fights.
Malaysia
Even
Todak
though
lawan
my
dengan
health tried so hard to
Blacklist
compete,
dengan Filipina
that
pukul 5
real
besok.
manipulation, right? But the thing is, it's not because of the
Kalau
real
game
manipulation
pagi tadi
that
ban joy
makes
dah tak payah
Vietnam,
main low bracket.
um,
Korang tak tahu.
cannot
Todak nak
handle
bagi tu kat
damage. It's
Munton.
because
Joy
of
rosak.
Momo. Look at the arenas
Lepas tu diorang saja tak ban Joy pagi tadi.
It's so painful.
Lagi
And
satu,
Vietnam,
kan
even
lebih
though they
manis
have
kalau
this
juara
fastest and the slow
kalahkan
effect,
Filipina,
90%
kalahkan
slow
Indonesia.
effect
Kalau
coming
diorang
from
masuk
young
upper
players.
bracket,
The thing
diorang
is,
kalahkan
they cannot
Indonesia,
handle
diorang
this.
tak
They
jumpa
don't have enough
Filipina.
item here. with the gold lead.
Diorang memang saja kalah supaya
Oh,
boleh
I
jumpa
think it's
Filipina
a little
besok.
bit-
Supaya boleh kalahkan Filipina besok. Faham
A
tak?
little bit cheeky as well.
Orang tak
because
seronok
Vietnam
kalau
team
Todak
is
kalahkan Filipina
and
besok.
Malaysia didn't
Oi,
get
mesti
the
seronok
chance
kan?
of it.
Ha.
So this is why
Sampai
win number
cucu
one
cicit
is
korang
very,
bercerita.
very important for Malaysia.
It's
PNFC
crazy,
tak
right?
live ke?
It
PNFC
was a
hari
shaky
Khamis kan?
game at first. I thought it was going to
Yeah.
be a
Yang
long
Gustis
game.
Abang Malal
We
lah,
expected it
Gustis.
to be close here
Abang
after
live yang
Vietnam
tengoklah kalau
were able to actually
dia Gustis baik bila.
match that aggression early
Agak
on, getting
boleh
that triple
rasa.
kill and out team fighting Malaysia, which is
MSC.
very rare to see.
Sebab
But again, in
Sebab kalau
true
yang final tu ada
Malaysian
the
fashion,
Homeboys.
they always just team fight, coin
Surprise us.
flip, go
Mhm.
for it, and they always throw that
Stage
curveball,
5,
which is
6.
what's really impressive about this team, right?
Berapa
They play in such a unique way that's also so
Kalau ni habis awal
impressive
tengoklah
because
macam mana.
I don't think any other team plays this way.
MSC.
Match MVP though, it's Momo on the Beatrix, staying consistent from the early game,
Kenapa nak
only
live?
dying once.
92k damage still from Momo.
Those
Look
snipes, man, those runner shots.
how free he is,
Group A,
okay? How
Group
free he
B.
was in the
Wah,
first
ada
game
team yang
just
best-best
now
lah.
with the Nibirs,
Anti-circle lah.
even the runners
Apa main
up at
tu?
the
Dah
shot.
circle lah.
No one, maybe it's because of the
Noxy,
gold lane
Sniper Man,
instinct
Neo
here for
Ham.
Momo. So he knows where's the opponent actually stay inside the bullets
Active ada
here.
Superboy.
But it's not only Momo who giving a big impact for Malaysia. I think it's because of the
Oh,
Matilda as well
Kim.
from Yams, and also the real manipulation that coming
Oh,
from
Kim
Moon
belum ni.
as
Okay,
our
X.
player spotlight for our first game with the 11 assists here, and also he deal a lot of damage, almost 91k. If Momo can give 92k, Moon also can give almost 91k damage still.
What's crazy about
Which is
Moon
very crazy, yeah.
on a Yves is the fact that he's building utility. He's not building pure damage. He doesn't have a Holy Crystal. It's a glowing wand. It's a genius wand. There's a whole lot of penetration, and we can see it here. No Holy Crystal. He went for, man, what? It's just an enchanted
Malam ni ada
talisman,
live ke?
a
Malam ni apa
glowing
ingat nak
wand, and an
live?
Ice Queen wand. So not even a genius wand, and he's dealt 90,000 damage
Ingat nak
with
live
3
Granado.
utility items and a brute force breastplate.
Yeah, I think that's because of the item as well with the glowing one for the burn
Tapi kalau
effect here.
PMIC
The
je apa
slow
tengok
effect
PMIC
is
berapa lama
very,
kan
very
PMIC
annoying.
game don't start.
It's very annoying. I just
Berapa
wonder maybe
don't start?
it's
Dah
because
start
you
ke
know
PMIC?
Vietnam can get this game actually. They could get this game because of they bring this assets, right? It will makes the team fight more sustained for Vietnam. But unfortunately, Malaysia they
Malaysia.
really
Main
counter
lima
it.
game je.
They did.
Orang
They
main
said,
lima
you know, if
game
you
je.
want to
Perfectly, I
go
could say.
for these long
This
team
long
fights
fight,
with
yeah.
the sustainability of your Estes, we'll take you to hell. We'll literally just keep on going at you, keep on fighting and locking you down in place with the real world manipulation.
And
There's-
especially maybe because Haihan needs more of
There you go.
the time,
Exactly.
right?
Tak tahu
If
kalau
you
diorang
compare to
start.
Batrix
Tengok macam mana.
is able to pick the team fight here with only one item, right? The Blade of Despair maybe, or maybe the other
Thunder
item that
Strike.
Batrix, yes. But the thing is, if you talk about Cloud, we know how late game he is, right? He at least need the Demon Hunter Sword and also the Golden Staff for the team fight. This is what makes Cloud actually a little bit tricky if you cannot drag the game into the super duper late game.
You're either really good at farming or really good at weathering the storm to get to that late
That's
stage.
right. Mhm.
And I agree, you know, the Beatrix right now in the current meta as well just has more opportunities to deal out damage and has a more pretty solid escape too, right? Because right now, as a Claude in this burst meta, it's
Hari
gonna,
ni
it's gonna be a
group A
tough
main
time
ke
for
group
Claude.
B
You jump
main?
in with a battle mirror image and you're completely
Tak nak menang kalah, game
vulnerable.
pertama
Sure,
menang.
you do a lot of damage, but if you don't have a win in nature or if the enemy team has a mixed burst damage source, you're not going to have a good time either way. Even
Hari ni
if
group
you have a
A
win in
main kot.
nature, that magic damage burst can
Apa tak
certainly
boleh
come
tulis
through
aku berapa
and burst
start?
you down.
The
Ini
90k
lagi
damage
seko.
really coming
Exactly.
from Moon, right?
There you go, exactly.
Maybe that's the second problem here for Vietnam, but
Boleh
it's
kau kali
okay.
main
This is
bulan
the
lah
best
hari
of
ni,
two
kan?
series.
They'll learn.
We saw 3 games in the first match of the day, and it could be
Could be.
for our last match as well.
Hey, maybe, right? Again, Vietnam have definitely learned. We saw that in this match early on, it was a bit closer already than it was the first time they met early in the second match of this tournament. But again, it comes down, Momo-chan, to how the draft will go. Because Vietnam, I believe right now, that they have that info, that they have learned from their mistake
Yes.
in the first match. They should just try to control the early stage. against Malaysia. Put
Yeah.
them in that uncomfortable position. But we're going to jump straight into the drafts for
Let's
game
go.
number 2 to see these adaptations come into play, put into practice by both Vietnam and Malaysia.
Here we go. 100 for sure. There's no joy in this game. Are you okay?
Yes, I am
Frederick?
okay.
Okay. You look very excited.
I am for this game, right? Oh, they swapped sides. Momo-chan.
Of course, Malaysia
Berapa
now
start?
being the first pick here. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, right now, let's see.
Oh yeah.
This is okay. So you know they said ban Joy.
Uh-huh.
What about pick Joy? What about that, right? Now they can actually force Vietnam to let that go by
And
not
now
banning a lot.
I have another, I have different thoughts when
Okay.
you said it.
Okay, what is it? Hit me.
Maybe it's a clue from
HyperX ni,
Malaysia
pakai ni. Yang abang pakai ni.
when they show the
Pakai
ban
HyperX
joy
yang abang pakai ni,
to the
clock
camera.
tu wireless.
Maybe a warning for Vietnam.
Best
But
gila.
there
Dia
you
bateri
go.
tahan lama tu.
There
Bateri
you
tahan
go.
lama. Abang tak pakai. Abang
Ban out the joy, man.
Ban out the
satu hari
Malaysia,
kalau
ban out the
boleh kau
Malaysia,
tidur,
so
kau charge,
as
besok pagi kau
Vietnam,
bangun
you're
satu hari
like,
boleh
hey,
pakai.
this
Tak
is a
masalah.
setup for Joy. It has to be ban that Joy, right? But it also can be a
HyperX
setup for
clock
One-One.
tu wireless.
Chiku can
Kalau
play
nak pakai
that.
headset
Chiku
yang
can
bagus,
play,
clock
but
tu wireless yang abang
that's
pakai.
the thing. Whenever Malaysia picks a hero, we don't know where it's going to go. And I think for Vietnam right now, looking at their games yesterday and looking at their first game
The first
here up
game?
against Todak,
Uh-huh.
Joga is very comfortable on that Carmilla. I think you need to try to prioritize that if you're Vietnam currently, because for Malaysia, Chiku can literally play anything at this point, right? Vietnam needs to try to utilize their comfort heroes, not steer away too much, like going for the Cho there. It does feel like in that game, Joga did not find any comfort whatsoever on the Cho. He got out-jungled, and he didn't get a buff up until the 5th minute of the game. So picking up a solid farmer like a Carmilla who can clear out waves and clear out the jungle creeps super fast and roam around map, I think that's the style.
Maybe. Or if they want to, they can pick that Valentina.
True.
Again, if they want to in the second game here, but there's no Leo Mort.
Ada bagi betul dia sekali tebal. Dia bagi dongle.
Why
Cucuk
not,
je
eh?
kat PC
Will
kau
be
dongle
the
tu
next
kita boleh on
ban
dia.
from Vietnam.
Yep, it is. The Wan-Wan was banned out here. Joy and
Abang sokong
Wan-Wan,
Jepun.
two heroes that you can kind of say gets countered a
Dia
bit by
ada
that
USB tu,
focus.
cucuk USB kat PC
Focus
kau
of
tu dia
Leo
boleh pakai.
Mort ban from Malaysia though means that they're still trying their best to get that Valentina first pick.
Or maybe a Kaja first pick.
Kaja, Valentina, they're banning the Fanny,
Ooh,
so
they
both those
Tak
heroes
petang
are
pada
up for
Belen.
grabs.
Oi, lama tak nampak pada Belen.
Now it comes down to Vietnam. Do they want to coin flip it? Do they
Vietnam
wanna
je
go
ban
for
Joy
Jade?
awal-awal lah.
Or do they want to give Malaysia that Kaja or the Valentina? They need to choose here. Because if they ban the Valentina,
Game ni ban Todak tak ban Joy. Vietnam dah ban Joy. Game
So
pertama tadi Todak
actually
ban Joy.
It's either can go both way, right?
Yeah.
Because
I
if
think
you
Kau kat suka mana bang? Jepun dulu
yeah,
bang.
I think they have just try to contest it. If Vietnam ban that Valentina, it means they
Aduh Brazil lah abang batak. Lepas
pick
Jepun
the
kalah pun lah
Digi or
Brazil.
maybe Martis as well as the second pick later.
Siapa nak tengok bola balakang kita datang tengok Jepun lawan
To
Croatia,
see
Brazil
that
lawan
Vietnam quite
Korea.
comfortable with
Aku
the
sebelah malah kat
Valentina
Discord
pick.
barang
So
main
there you go. It's gonna be Digi.
whoa!
So there's gonna be
yang abang suka pakai wireless sebab abang tak
Very,
suka
very
wire tu sekat
open
abang
and
bergerak
there
pergi
you
mana-mana.
go.
Kalau abang nak pergi toilet abang terus bawa je
Of course.
pakai headset ni pergi toilet je terus. Tak payah nak
very
nak tanggalkan ke apa
I
ke
know.
kan.
Over
Dia pakai
Valentina
je.
though, do you think?
Kalau nak pergi
With the
dapur
amount of
ke nak pergi mana
flexibility
ke abang
Valentina
terus
has
pakai
behind
headset
you,
dia
the way it
gerak je. Tak
dictates
payah
the
nak
draft, you still think the
tanggal-tanggalkan
Kaja
kan.
is a better
Atau abang
option.
pakai wireless.
Because I think if Malaysia they pick off this
Kalau
Kaja,
bateri-
they can
bateri
pick
dah
another
low,
hero that can
abang
be
charge je lah.
frontliner
Charge pakai
that
USB
can be
cable.
copied by Valentina.
Pakai USB
Let's
cable
say
charge.
If they want to pick Fredrin.
Tapi selalu kalau satu hari abang
Suka je,
contoh lah
just
malam
need to
abang
stay
tidur abang charge.
in
Besok pagi tu
behind
pakai satu hari
and
tak payah
try to
charge.
use the
Memang
flicker
boleh tahan lebih
to giving a
lebih 8 jam boleh tahan.
surprise engage, you know.
So dekat pin komen
so
ada
more cover,
kat
more
pin komen
PO.
ada Discord link abang bagi tadi Carol.
All right, we'll see how that works out because now that Malaysia picked up that Kaja, Valentina will have
Aduh.
access to the same ultimate. That Divine Judgment
Yeah,
becomes
agree.
accessible
Malang-karang-
to Vietnam.
malang-karang kita tengok
Dietrich
sama-sama
picks it,
bola.
pick as well. This is a solid pickup for Hehehe. But
300
Malaysia
lebih
are
ke dia?
going to go for the Yuzong.
Abang kau
This
tengok bola
was a
abang tak
hero
tengok
that
seorang-seorang. Rasa macam
So
forever
Rihanna's
alone tengok bola
Dietrich's a
seorang-seorang.
whole lot of trouble when Psychox
HyperX,
is on
yes,
that
sampai
Yuzong.
HyperX.
It's going to be the Irithel as well for Momo. Up
Kalau
against
kau nak beli
Vietnam
HPX
here.
murah tu pergi
Vietnam
tekan
final
link
pick
dekat
in
yang
the
ada
draft.
bot abang
So
bagi link
far,
kan.
with the
Tekan
Beatrice with
link
Valentina,
tu
they
pergi.
can still opt to go for two styles. They can go
Bang
for
tadi
some
tu dah main
dive,
sekarang main lagi.
or they can just
Tadi apa bracket
stick
pagi
with that
tadi.
front to
Sekarang ni low
back.
bracket.
The composition that worked so well for Malaysia in game 1, and they decide
Game pertama
choose the middle.
Todak menang sayang.
Matilda, a great
Matilda.
option.
Game lain, ni
that
low bracket.
has
Hari tu lah upper bracket.
Maybe
Pagi tadi upper bracket di
yeah,
lower
if
bracket.
we talk
Todak
about
kalah lah
Matilda,
kau
maybe
pembelian.
not a lot of teams prior this hero, right? Because they
PMC
know
benar
it's
ke bang? Korang nak
not,
abang lah PMC
it's
ke?
not
Kalau kau
really-
nak abang lah PMC, abang lah
it
PMC
can
sekarang.
goes to both way, you know. When you use Matilda, if you have a good setup with the
Abang lah
circling
PMC,
eagle
abang tak
and
lah
also
Ragnarok
guiding
malam
you
ni.
to help your teammates here, it will go
Full stage kan? Kita support lah
better
kan
impact
budak-budak
for your
PMC
team.
kita kan.
But if you use the circling eagle and there's no follow up from your team, because
Ah,
there's
semalam-
someone maybe
semalam
like Yuzong
Pukul
trying
3,
to
pukul
break
4 ada
everything
dalam
at the
10
back
orang
line,
kat lah tengok bola
it
dengan Abang
will
Ramin.
go into the worst situation for your team, right? So it can goes both way here from for Vietnam by picking this Matilda. But going into the second banning phase, it's gonna be Eve and also Mortis for Vietnam. Show me.
Oh, Martis.
And
Bang, bila
also
nak PUBG? Abang tengah
Camilla.
tunggu ni ada mungkin minggu ni atau
Respect
minggu
for
depan kita live PUBG lagi.
Joga as well.
As you mentioned earlier on, right?
Kita live
Todak
camping lah,
has
camping,
found a
camping.
lot of success
Camper,
on
camper.
that Carmilla. Not too much
Bakar-bakar.
on
Apa ingat nak
so
bakar
far this tournament, so
skin
banning the Carmilla is a
Exo yang
wise
baru tu.
choice.
Tapi bukan nak max lah,
Malaysia.
sekadar dapatkan basic.
Vietnam though now they've wrapped up their drafting session in the first
Bila skip
phase
PNG
and
semula
in
bang,
advance.
abang harap abang live lah.
It's up to
InsyaAllah.
Malaysia. They
Abang rasa
got
diorang tengah rehat.
and a
Lepas tu lagi
juggler,
tengah nak
though.
fly
They
pergi
are
Indonesia
just
dulu
going
kot.
to go for that
Nanti bila diorang dah semua dah hadir kat
solid
Indonesia, nanti mesti
front
diorang akan
line.
buat
That's
skill
gonna cause a
malam-malam.
lot
Kalau
of
ada abang
problems
live
for
kan.
Malaysia right now as it looks from their composition. So it does work.
Abang
here.
ada dalam
Absolutely
grup scream PMGC
on
tu.
point.
Kalau ada
Vietnam
kita
with the
ni.
first pick though this time on the second phase.
I
Jungle,
know.
XP lane. Unless the Valentina goes jungle.
I think Malaysia want to keeps to take that Eve though.
But
If they want
they got
to.
banned.
Oh yeah, it's too bad. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Shoo.
Dude,
Oh no,
Faramis though.
Faramis. Oh, I thought if it's not Eve, maybe it's gonna be Faramis. But Faramis already being stolen by Vietnam now.
Okay.
Okay, so what will the mid lane
Wait,
be?
wait. So it's a Valentina jungle.
Yeah.
There you go. All right. Vietnam picking up the Faramis, basically revealing that the Valentina will go to the jungle. And now Malaysia, they can still flex that Kaja into the jungle technically here. It can also just be a solid roamer. Or they could just pick up another jungler here. The Gushin is wide open for the taking, and they're hovering over it. Chiku guys on the Gushin.
Caution.
And for the mid lane.
Is he gonna be?
Bagi ni untuk
Oh,
bukan.
Oh, so Caution,
Jauh
maybe.
lagi perlawanan.
Should be,
Ni baru
should be,
lower
should be
bracket
here.
quarter
And
final.
the Paquito for the
FPC ni
jungler.
bang. Zuno Haziq, terima kasih 45 bintang Zuno.
I think
Thank
Gushin
you.
mid Kaja jungle,
Mantap.
Paquito.
Mantap.
No,
Live
it's
ke?
gonna
Live.
be using Formis, right?
Yeah, or it's Paquito. See, welcome to Malaysia's draft. This is why it's so tough.
Wait.
Tell us in
it's
the
quite-
chat what you
It's
think,
quite interesting.
who you
because-
think is going to go where, what you think is going to go where. because
Mantap,
right now, we
mantap.
ourselves are pretty confused. Vietnam, though, noticing that Malaysia have a whole lot of melee ranged heroes, they will just opt to go for the Ruby that can punish.
Faramis
Malaysian
and
team.
Ruby.
It is Moon on the Paquito in the mid lane, and Chiku's going to be on that Gushin. Yum still on that Kaja.
Oh my god. So Chiku with the Caution jungler
Oh my
here.
Oh ni bang, faham.
And
Up
Paquito.
atau low bracket.
And a hand of
Boy.
Moon. I think this is the first time I saw Moon with the fire mid lane here, right?
Turun
Because
jelas
he
sikit.
always
Okay,
play
tournament ni
Maliv
dia.
or maybe
Farsia.
Dia
Farsia.
tournament ni
Sonyeon.
dia.
Yeah.
Oh.
Any
Lepas tu
magic
hey.
hero here.
Lepas
But
tu
still
yo.
for me, Paquito for a Moon and also Kaja in the
Lepas
hand
tu
of
yo
Moon.
yo
So
yo yo.
he will have
Okay,
the
dah faham belum?
He will have the surprise engage here. And if you talk about the
Ni cerita dia,
Valentina,
ini cerita dia.
goes into the hand of Joga.
Ini cerita dia. Hari
he
tu
can
Todak
copy
lawan
anyone,
Vietnam.
though. He can copy the Gushin.
Okay, Todak dah lawan Vietnam.
as well.
Lepas tu Todak menang. Lepas tu
It's
Todak lawan
interesting to see.
Cambodia. Todak
It's gonna be very
kalah.
tough. We'll see
Todak
how
turun
this
bawah.
Valentina-
Vietnam
what's
lawan
the
Namibia. Vietnam menang. So Malaysia lawan Vietnam balik.
To the land of dawn.
Malaysia lawan Vietnam
Game
balik. Tu
number
cerita dia.
2, where Malaysia can send Vietnam home, or Vietnam can equalize here. Chiku guys on the Gushin. Again, that Paquito from Moon going to the mid lane. That's definitely going to be the highlight lane for me. I want to see what Moon can do in the mid lane on that Paquito.
Dia orang tukar lah. Todak
Up
kat
against
sini
North
yang
and
duduk. Salah
need
satu
my
tempat
help.
yang duduk.
The Paquito will have, I think in terms of lane wave clear, it does actually win out here. And look at that damage already from Moon towards Nart, taking Nart down to a quarter of HP.
Maybe they want to, do some fast rotation in the early here because they have this Paquito, right, to clear the minion. Sun and Chiku wants to really maximize the potential from the early damage that Chiku guys has with discussion.
Looking at it again here, bottom side, Momo. Oh, top side, Forme is going to be caught here as Joga jumps in with the damage of the Valentina. Has the Black Dragon form as well, and Formes will fall to the hands of Joga. First blood over to Team Vietnam as Malaysia try their best to look for a trade. In that gold lane, finds everything. Chiku, guys, with the fast hand play to get the kill over the North. 1 for 1. And Malaysia are looking to convert onto the gold turret.
When you play Gushin, it means that you really have to very super active, right?
Yep.
With the ultimate, with the dagger as well, with the
Tak
sword
faham,
spike
cuba bagi
here.
skin.
So
Aduh,
if
kejap abang
you
bagi skin
cannot
jap.
connect
Bagi
the
ID
sword
ya, bagi ID.
spike into your enemy, it's gonna be a little bit
kamera kabur,
disaster. The
kenapa?
combo one goes perfectly for the Gushin.
Siapa nak skin bagi ID?
He is going to be able to find that.
Iba.
Moon jumps in with a knockout strike. Nart is still able to get out there. A lot of damage placed in, but just debate the call alter out. Yumes doesn't have a Divine Judgment. It's actually going to be Joga who pulls Yumes back, but Moon jumps in as well with the jabs. Now the Black Dragon form from up in the XP lane.
apa
Chiku
ni?
joins back in. Nart going to be taken down, slain. Formes jumps on the Joga, dishing some damage, and that's a Divine Judgment over to the King for Chiku to pick up a double kill. For them to lead here early on, 3-1.
Wow. Look at that Malaysia playstyle, When they try to, going in and out, buying some time to make sure the cover and the cover coming from the top lane here. This is what makes Malaysia actually quite powerful because they know they can play with the timing here.
That style of play
Kinda
reminds me of a certain someone.
Kinda smart though.
Kind of smart, You know who it reminds me of, Momo-chan?
What is it?
The crazy just go in, Johnny. So that's like a boom bang bada bing moment, right? It's like,
Hold up.
hold up.
Hold up. We're
But
going to
yeah, let's talk a little bit about the game. Again,
Yes.
Momo-chan, Yums here, waiting in the midst. Doesn't have the Divine Judgment, so he decides to just go for some damage. But now it is up to Malaysia to play it slow again, wait for those neutral objectives. But honestly, looking at Malaysia, even if they go for the crazy fights with this lead, kind of good.
Kind of good, yeah. But now the tempo a little bit slow down here. Meanwhile, there's gonna be a rotation coming from Malaysia and the Divine Judgment connect. And look at that, Nart. Of course, he won't survive.
So much damage onto him. The viewer's passion as well. Yume's gonna be hooked there by the Divine Judgment. It's just the roamer for the roamer. It should actually be worth it for Vietnam as Nart is 0-3. Meanwhile, Yumes, that's his first death. More gold over to Vietnam.
And Moon trying to giving some poke damage here in the mid lane, but I'm off in the connect and Moon! Look at that! The Ghostbuster calling from Need My Help and Moon's still able! No! Oh my god, because there's a follow coming from Janart with the Soul Bloom.
That was so good by Vietnam. The initial pull by the I'm Offended with the flicker by the King and the instant response, the follow-up from
Geram,
Need My
eh.
Help
Alah,
on
cepat
that
no,
Shadow
besar bang. Itulah
Stampede.
tu.
Basically rendering Moon's flicker
Abang suka baby
completely
kecil-kecil
useless
dah besar
as
dah
they
baby
try
ni.
and put some more
Aduh, dah
pressure
kurang
down
comel
below
lah.
the gold lane where Momo has been free farming. Tries his best
No,
to
dia bagi ID
will
betul.
be able to do so here with a 1-level lead as he takes Nart down so low. And meanwhile on the top side, it's a 3-man gank over
Easy
in
lah.
that XP lane for a kill to go over to Malaysia.
Mu main
Mundo
Pakito.
gonna fall
Ayo.
again right as he respawns in
Pakito
that mid
magic
lane.
bang. Kau pernah tengok Pakito magic?
Alright. And
Ni Pakito
5
magic.
minutes over right now for both of the teams. We've seen that a lot of trade. They're coming from different lanes here. One really focused on the top lane. Meanwhile, Momo in the bottom lane almost shut down this Nart. Maybe he has a huge basic damage with this Erythel because, again and again, Malaysia, they keep giving up space for Momo. But meanwhile, Formes trying to survive with the Black Dragon form here, trying to run away from member for Vietnam in the top lane.
That's a good disengage by Malaysia, but they do give over the position to Vietnam. Yum's now caught. He's trying his best to open it up for Chiku, guys, but it is going to be a free turtle over to Vietnam. Yums and Moon
Baby,
caught once
tambah
again.
lagi,
Need
bang.
my help on the Shadow Stampede. Bringing Moon
Abang
back.
kena tambah baby,
Moon
abang
to be
bikin.
slain here
Abang
by
bikin
the
apa
King.
tau?
as in that bottom
Abang
side.
sekarang dah umur
Chiku guys
20.
has already positioned himself in a
Kalau
very,
tambah baby lagi
very
satu.
good
Bila
flank.
baby umur 20, abang
Looking
umur
for some
40.
damage, need my help.
Macam
Finds
mana?
it with the Shadow
Dah
Stampede.
tua.
Chiku guys
Siap,
jumps out,
baby.
but he's going to be caught in the circling eagle. Chiku getting the HP back, but it's going to be Hehehe who finds the kill onto Yums. There's another Shadow Stampede.
Banyak
With
iklan lah.
the flicker
Sorry lah,
now.
Facebook cari
Momo
duit. Dapat
forced
tak
to
ada
pop
apa-apa.
that sprint defensively. And it is Vietnam equalizing in the 6th minute of the game.
Oh my god, now Vietnam, I feel that they already find their tempo right now in the first
Dia
6 minutes
mengikut
game.
cakap
But
guru
the thing
abang,
is,
cikgu
they
abang
really
lah.
have to be careful with
Orang
Momo
yang tengok
because
live,
they didn't
lepas tu
make
keluar
any
iklan
rotation
dekat dia, dia adalah
towards the
golongan yang
bottom lane.
terpilih.
Okay, I'll just say
Golongan
it. But now
istimewa.
they're going to do it. With the Rainers up at connect to the
Dia ada-
four maze
mereka
and
adalah
now
golongan
Oriental
yang
with the
bertuah.
Circle Eagles connect to
Sebab
Young.
orang
The
lain tak
problem
dapat
is
iklan, dia
four
dapat
maze.
iklan.
He didn't
Dia
realize
adalah
there-
insan terpilih.
there's more member
Korang
who's
patut rasa
fighting
bangga
for the
tu.
push just now.
He
Kau
really
terpilih
did,
untuk
you
tengok
know,
iklan tu.
Four Maze
Macam
got
Ryu,
caught in
Madang.
the
Ryu
game.
ni memang daripada
We've
dulu tu
established
kan
the
malang
lead
nak
here
mampus.
in terms of kills, still equal.
Iklan tak keluar dekat skrin dia.
Moon though, again,
Orang yang tengok live stream
caught
keluar
there.
iklan adalah
Still
golongan
is
yang
able to
terpilih
jump
tu.
out the king, not
Golongan
able to use that
apa
unaffected, but they
cikgu
will
abang
try to
cakap
seize
golongan-golongan
the turret with
handsome.
one turret, with one minion. It's an amazing divine judgment over to Yums there, and that's an instant delete. The snipe here from Hehe.
Yang tak
not
handsome
connecting.
macam Ryu
Chiku
memang tak
guys
dapat iklan.
Trying his best to zone and to defend this mid lane. As Malaysia are looking for a counter setup, Moon jumps in, opening up that side of the map for Maze. Now with the Black Dragon 4, finds the Petrify onto 2.
Selalu kalau kau dapat iklan, keluar masuk dapat iklan tu kira instant nak mampus lah. Kau memang instant nak mampus lah. Keluar masuk iklan, keluar masuk iklan lagi memang
Malaysia
instant nak
once
mampus
again
lah.
are able to take that gold lead back into their hands. Joga though with the Black Dragon form, popping it instantly, not finding the rotation he wanted to.
Betul
Okay,
saya cakap.
now some information that actually
Dia kalau tengah fight dengan Lot ni, tengah fight Lot ni, dia nak bunuh Lot. Keluar iklan.
Back, you know, the counter threat
Oh,
back
golongan-golongan
here coming from
suci tu.
Malaysia. And the problem is if Vietnam they cannot
Golongan-golongan
dominate,
suci tu
too
tak,
fast
golongan
here because
suci.
Todak now they already
Bila
secured,
tengah lawan Lot dia keluar iklan tu
the
kau kira
target
golongan
here.
bukan handsome dah tu, dia
Meanwhile,
atas
there's
daripada
gonna be
handsome lagi.
one formation from both of the teams.
Atas daripada handsome
which is
lagi.
there's gonna be a split push. There's gonna be some distraction because we already seen that Momo have done it before in the top lane before the team fight in the middle.
Uh-oh, Yums though, here with Divine Judgment, Joga gonna be pulled back to the tier 1, Moon still able to escape. For Maze now with the Black Dragon form, looking for that re-engage as Chiku guys jumps in!
Boy,
Onto Hehe,
Chiku.
completely on point, onto the man who can deal out the most
Momo come!
damage.
Momo's
For
coming!
Maze in the midst of it all right now as Momo jumps in with a sprint and the ultimate to gun
Gila
them
lah, Momo.
down.
Look at
the heavy
It's a
crossbow.
double kill for
level
the
mau
side
lah
of
nak.
Todak's,
Tak apa.
Malaysia's Todak here. And it is Momo,
It's
who's
a perfect
absolutely
timing.
insane.
It's really the timing. is
Alah, macam
perfect for
dan
Momo.
dia di iklan.
And look at that.
Tak cakap dia
Even
handsome
here,
tu.
Malaysia,
Tadi tak ada pun
the
cakap dia
whole
iklan. Tiba-tiba orang cakap
Vietnam
kalau keluar
here
iklan
with
handsome,
only
tiba-tiba dia
one
dapat iklan.
Actually, one initiation coming from Formace with the Black Dragon form. He knows that actually there's no another cult altar because it's already being used. And it's the timing from Momo when he comes. He just swat out everyone.
It's a good bait, and it was such a
Yakin
good
bang,
execution on the team
Abang
fight.
diamond tak banyak. Ada
Chiku
9,000 lebih
found
diamond
that
je dalam
little
ikon
gap
Mobile Legends.
between the marksman and the roamer. Mundo going to be caught in the I'm Offended and the Divine Judgment. Pulled back, but he still gets
Ui,
out for a
mungkin
bit
nak.
before Yums tries to help him out.
Todak,
He
janganlah
gets
terus,
himself
Todak.
in the crossfire here. Momo though jumps in again, dealing a whole lot of damage. The Cold Ulcer plays down. Yums still surviving here. Yums is still alive with the backup. And he buys enough time for the rest of the members to come down on Vietnam. The snipe for Hehe, not
Whoa.
connecting, but
Okay,
Chiku
boleh.
finding the first
Kasih
ability
kasih
on
rata
towards
dah.
Hehe, who's still able to get out. There's not much more commitment, and they will just jump over to the Lord.
Yep, and now it's gonna be a free
Memang adalah, mana
lord
sekarang
from
tu tengok
Malaysia
memang akan
because
keluar. Dia
three
memang akan keluar,
members
randomly
from
keluar lah.
Vietnam
Tak semua orang
has
dapat.
been shut
Dia
down.
randomly keluar.
And let's take a look to the item that Malaysia has. 8.7k gold in the hand of Momo.
Macam Abang Ramin,
Meanwhile,
korang keluar iklan,
Hehe
tapi kita orang
is
tak dapat
struggling
banyak kan,
to
sikit
get
je sebenarnya.
And even trying to catch up.
Macam sekarang ni kan, baru dalam
gold here.
RM30 je kita orang. Abang Ramin baru dapat dalam RM30 je iklan yang income Abang Ramin baru RM30 je iklan ni. Tak banyak
The
pun,
thing is,
RM30.
they don't want to let Malaysia to secure more
Untuk
objective
2,000 orang yang
turret
datang tengok live
because
sini,
they already
RM30
have
sikit je
5
bang.
turrets
Tak
in the
banyak.
hand of Malaysia.
Tak adalah macam korang dapat iklan dan kita orang dapat beribu-ribu, tak ada kan. Tak banyak ni. Sikit
of
iklan kita
this
dapat.
Lord. Looking
Facebook
for
ambil berapa kita tak tahu, tapi yang dia tunjuk kat kita orang ni berapa income kita orang sikit je, tak banyak.
The first Lord, the value you can find usually is just the tier 2s.
Tak adalah, iklan tu tak ada dah buat kita orang kaya, tak ada.
Enough of that lead to go for more. The King stopping Yums from going in to find that divine judgment. Malaysia trying the best to
Kalau ikan Milo bang
the
kat
waves at
kau.
the bottom side and in the mid lane. Meanwhile, that top lane is just slow pushing into Vietnam's base. As Vietnam waits patiently for the siege to collapse onto them, Momo tries to go in, micromanaging Yums, jumps in with the divine judgment, finds the King,
legendary
and
terus
it's
Jiko.
instant engage for the side of
Dia terus-
Malaysia.
dia bahasa terus
Momo
N ni.
gets divine judgment as well, but it's going to be Moon who jumps in to deal so
Aduh,
much
sikit
damage.
lagi nak mati tu orang tu.
Bursts Nart down to very low HP. Lord still going to be cleared out by Vietnam. Only a base turret taken down by Malaysia as they look for more, but it's Vietnam with a solid
Yelah okey lah, daripada tak ada kan RM3 lepas lah makan beli apa. Kalau 2 hari lah lepas lah beli susu baby
They
kan.
have to wait for the minions comes in now in the mid lane, and Vietnam, they don't have much ability. Look at the sword spike connection. Hey, it's gonna be the first target here.
Oh, Chico dah mati bahaya ni,
Vietnam is
bos.
still trying to defend their base, and now Malaysia, they
tak
have
boleh
to
end.
go back a little bit. Meanwhile,
Aduh
Yums,
sakit.
finally,
Jangan kena
they
comeback.
shut it down. But I need my help.
Blah 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 blah.
They still want to
Run,
chase them
Forest,
away. They don't
run.
want to give a chance. They don't want to make Formies able to stay alive, but they don't want to force it as well. So one of the teams, they have to reset it again and again. Even though
Macam dulu
Malaysia
banyak orang bagi
are
star,
still
sekarang dah tak
be
ramai.
able to
Sikit je
be
orang bagi star.
to hold to help by Vietnam here, but the problem is they don't
Dulu
have
supporter
the
pun ramai.
best
Abang pernah
mid
dulu
lane.
satu
Of
ketika
course,
dulu ada
they-
1000 orang supporter tu, bangga tu.
pushing down towards
Antara
Vietnam now.
Abang dulu pernah ada supporter lagi banyak daripada Solus ada supporter.
And a little bit more
Sekarang dah tak
gold
boleh
to
lah.
play
Ramai
around.
orang Malaysia
I
dia tak
just
suka
feel that
yang
Chico
langganan.
has
Dia tak
this
suka jadi
guy.
It's
subscriber.
crazy. He jumps in
Yeah, I know.
1v5 under the
Walaupun
base.
jadi
He just
subscriber
used
tu tak
the
mahal pun,
instruction.
RM12
He expects his
RM12
team to
je
follow up, and
sebenarnya.
they did,
Tak mahal pun
but it
jadi
did not work in
supporter.
the end. Now
Tapi dia
Moon,
orang tak suka komitmen
they
setiap
are
bulan lini.
3 members strong. There's not a lot of follow-up here. Moon going to be taken down with the circling eagle and the blue.
Look at
Now
Formies.
Formies jumps in the midst of it all.
Jangan
Has the
kena comeback,
petrify, but will
every
not
tiga
use
ni
it
sekarang.
just yet. With the divine judgment placed onto him. Jumps in with the fierce dive and the petrify. Momo comes in as well. Formies chasing
main
head
live
down
kat
as
TikTok,
Momo
bang. Tapi
chases
TikTok
Nart
ambil
down.
banyak.
The King as well. It's just all the
Tak
battles
tahu kau pergi
happening
tanya si Yusi
everywhere
kat TikTok.
simultaneously, but on different parts of the map. But this is Malaysia's playground. This is what they
Okay,
like to
menang.
go for.
Meanwhile,
Momo
Kalau korang
does
bagi
not
gift,
care
dia ambil
about
persen
what's
tau.
going on
Banyak
the
tau dia
other
ambil persen
side. He
daripada gift
goes
yang
for
korang
the
kasih kat
base.
streamer tu.
God.
And with Need My Help Solo
Facebook
here
dia tak
trying to
ambil.
defend,
YouTube
it
pun
does
dia tak
not
ambil
seem
gift
like
yang
it's
korang
going
kasih
to
kat
be
dorang
enough.
kat streamer tu, dorang tak
Malaysia
ambil bahagian
with
dia
the
ada.
final kill onto Need My Help wipes out Vietnam
Itu ambil
and
banyak.
sends them home from IESF 2022.
wow.
Settle 2-0.
What a match! What a team fight!
Besok
from
pukul 5
Vietnam.
Todak lawan Blacklist lah. Abang rasa Blacklist mesti menang
though-
lah lawan Argentina.
I can feel
So,
that
Todak akan lawan
Vietnam,
Blacklist besok
they-
pukul 5
They refuse
petang.
actually. They refuse to lose in
Waduh
this game
tengah
because
walk
it's
iklan bang apa?
only
Azira
their
kau paling
chance
paling
to
gempak
stay
ah. Paling
in
paling
the
paling
ISF, right? But it's no
manusia
easy
paling
because we
bertuah
know
kan.
how strong Malaysia from the
Beralih
team
ke
fight
Twitch tu,
here.
bang,
2-0 without
Abang
any
punya
single
laptop ni
defense.
abang rasa boleh live maksimum 2 atau 3
Vietnam
tempat
can
je lah
do,
satu
yeah.
masa yang sama.
It's definitely a
So tengok macam mana
Unfortunately.
kan. Kalau tak ada partner lah. Kalau abang tak ada partner lagi tahun depan, kalau abang live mungkin akan live 2-3 tempat sekali lah. Takkan live satu tempat je lah kan. Sebab kita tak partner kan.
towards getting
Kalau partner lagi Facebook je lah. Kalau tak partner lagi mungkin kita live banyak tempat lah kot.
over Malaysia. Unfortunately, Malaysia here today were
Mungkin
better
kita
team
fokus
right
dekat
now. You could see in the
Facebook,
highlights how
YouTube.
they were able to execute
Facebook, YouTube, TikTok oh
this
tengoklah.
What
Kalau tak
style
partner
of
lah.
play, this Paquito in the mid lane, the composition that they went for
Kita grow
was so
tiga platform
crazy,
kan.
and they
Abang
all
rasa
started
laptop abang ni
here
boleh
with
tahan
Chico
3 tempat je kot. Tak boleh nak buat 4 kot.
across the map.
I know.
Kalau boleh buat
know.
4, buat live 4
Yeah,
tu.
he was like Matilda, you know, with the
YouTube,
kind win here.
TikTok, Facebook.
But yeah,
4 tempat.
Chico guys,
4 tempat tu
this
gitu lah.
guy remind me of Sally Boy from Alter Ego, you know.
Tapi takut.
Ooh.
This kid
Laptop
really
abang tak
likes to
tahan.
play aggressive and brutally, right? He doesn't
nak
care
kena
about the
ada-
he doesn't care about the damage
Nak kena ada
rate here.
PC
He doesn't
streaming
care
pula
about
nanti
his
kan.
friends.
Susah pula ada
He
PC
just
streaming.
want
Banyak pula
to.
setup nak kena buat.
Go in.
Yeah, I don't care,
Kena ada
guys. I
capture
just
card,
want to
kena ada
dive
apa,
in.
kena
I
mana.
don't care
Partner
about
contact and
about you
ikut bang.
guys.
Nanti
You
ikut-
guys
ikut
just
dorang
need
lah.
to follow me. But the problem
Ikut
is
Facebook lah, ikut
sometimes
Facebook.
does-
Suka hati
it
dia lah.
just
Kalau
didn't
dia nak
work for you,
continue, dia
Chico.
continue.
It's
Dia tak
just
nak
need
continue,
to,
dia terminate.
slow down a little bit here.
Hey,
Dia
if
punya
they win,
annually
it
tu
works,
tak ada
right?
makna
That's,
pun sebenarnya.
that's how Chiku looks at games.
You know, it was like if I
Game
was
pertama
Malaysia,
tadi Todak
I would
menang,
say
game kedua pun
Chiku,
Todak menang. Settle dah
Chiku,
2-0.
I think you have to
Besok
hold
pukul
a
5
little
Todak
bit
lawan
back
Blacklist.
because we
Malaysia
are-
lawan Filipin
we are
besok.
not
Jangan lupa
ready
tengok
yet
geng
for your
Datang tengok kat Layan Baramen lah
After that,
Sambil tengok
so-
sambil gelak-gelak lah
we win, right?
Jangan serius sangat.
Yeah, that's
It
literally
doesn't
Chiku.
matter.
It's like, hey, Chiku, you might not want to do that next time. No, we won. What do you mean? What do you mean?
Then after
I'll
that-
stop doing that when we lose. Yeah, right?
Okay, keep doing it, Chiku.
But he kept doing it. Yeah, because in the end, even though he went for this risky play, right? It wasn't that bad, right? They were so far ahead.
Rasa kalau pagi tadi diorang enjoy, diorang lawan Indonesia kot besok.
Vietnam a bit more chance.
Tapi diorang tak nak lawan Indonesia kot. Takut IG hilang kot. Diorang nak lawan Filipin.
There's not just Chiku who goes for these crazy.
Besok pukul 5
Yeah.
Pukul 5 lebih lah, 5 lebih kita
on
orang
the
lah. Game dah start.
Paquito.
Macam hari ni lah. Waktu dia.
0-4-2. If you look at that stat
Macam hari
line,
ni
you're
punya
looking.
time.
You're basically saying to yourself, hey, Moon underperformed. But if you look at the game,
Ada lagi,
that was
kejap
what this
lagi.
Paquito was meant for. It was meant to
Habis
bait
dah,
these
habis dah.
resources out for the rest of the members to come in, and this was the
6
moment where Chiku
Disember,
jumped in.
6
I think we are going to see that winner
6
trying to. Here it
Disember.
is.
Tak ada dah. Hari
He
ni
jumps
kita dah
in,
habis ni last
gets
game
hit.
ni.
Hey,
Kali ni.
So it's technically not
Indonesia
bad, 'cause he
lawan
did what an
Cambodia
assassin should do, right?
pukul
He
2
almost
petang.
He almost
Besok.
made Vietnam turn back September.
He almost baited his own
Argentina
team.
lawan
Yeah.
Filipin
Luckily,
pukul 10
Forest
pagi.
and others, they
Todak
are
lawan
totally
dengan Filipin
aware
pukul 5
of
besok.
that condition.
But Momo-chan,
yes,
almost is never enough.
okay. No, actually, Eric, it's because that it was not a problem. We won.
Abang cakap easy
Yeah,
deh.
exactly. That's going through the minds
I
of
know, right?
Lawan Blacklist.
Malaysia. This is
Kalau
how this
Todak
roster
dapat
likes
kalahkan
to play,
Blacklist,
right?
pencapaian terbaru lah.
You know,
Satu achievement
actually,
baru
I
untuk
know
Todak lah.
how strong Malaysia is.
Achievement baru lah untuk
Todak
Todak kalau dia boleh
right?
kalahkan
this
roster
roster.
here.
Blacklist.
But I don't
Mantap lah.
expect that
13
this Chiku
gang,
will
13
go like
kill
crazy.
bos.
Oh.
Chiku.
With
This-
13 kills.
Eh,
This
ni
isn't
Chiku
even
kat
good.
Aul.
This is
Macam
like a
Aul lah
safe
siap.
Chiku. This is how Chiku plays when he's playing safe.
Yeah.
I've seen how Chiku plays when he goes
Macam
crazy,
Aul
man.
tu.
You know, and Malaysia becomes very I can say maybe even crazier once they
Chiku dengan Aul dah
stay in the
bergabung,
lower
siap.
bracket. Because it's their last chance.
Exactly.
So they don't want to go home, okay? They want to stay in Bali
They do. They want to
until
stay.
the end.
Hopefully, right? Obviously,
Hopefully.
every single country wants to go for that first place, but
Malaysia
Chiku,
punya- tak.
guys-
Filipin
No,
dengan
obviously,
Argentina
fumble
pukul 11
back.
pagi
His
besok.
name is actually Chiku, but
Pukul 10 bukan pukul 11, pukul 10.
one time he just put Chiku. He put guys.
Filipin Argentina pukul 10. Malaysia lawan Filipina pukul 5 besok. Ni jadual
Yeah.
yang terbaru.
It's the Chiku
Live
back.
daripada
And
Baramen.
me. No, actually,
Oh.
it's Momo
Oh,
with a ton.
you look kind of different, Momo.
Aul
Oh
siap.
yeah,
Chiku. Muka
I
Aul
have
siap.
a
Patut
bird
handsome.
here, you know.
You just got it.
Oh.
Alright, so
Bird.
congratulations,
Thank
Momo, for the player spotlight. This man again.
Chiku muka
Another
Aul
solid
patut handsome.
performance on the marksman. That Irithel, if it was up to me, man, he was the most consistent member. He
Aku
farmed
tak
out
ada.
really well. He sieged the
Indonesia
turret
wakil
down.
orang
He did
EVOS.
everything
EVOS yang wakil
you
Indonesia
want
bukan anak aku.
a gold laner to do.
And he
Bukan
came in
RRQ.
the perfect timing.
Yeah, out every time.
Every time.
Indonesia wakil
Even though
orang
Moon,
EVOS.
it's okay.
Untuk tournament ni.
You know,
It's okay, Moon. Sometimes
no, actually, we
Salam,
also
Api.
didn't expect that you will put the Paquito
Yeah.
in the mid lane here.
That you see, I want to ask them after this game.
Tapi
After we're
Paquito
done,
magic tu.
If that was a
Gila
mistake.
tu, Moon.
or if that was planned, right?
If Moon forgot to swap, right?
Maybe,
With
or maybe
Chiku?
they
Moon
picked
Moon
Paquito
coklat.
to-
Oh, coklat Moon. Aduh, Moon coklat siap.
But you know,
Let's ask.
Serius lah, Moon coklat.
That line. My
Coklat
team
ni
will
tahap
go-
tahap. Coklat ni tahap Baramen. Dia coklat ni.
Yeah,
It's all
sometimes
good
you-
for the team.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
I
I
brought the
mean,
attention to me, right?
Oh.
So my team gets to carry the
Jangan
game.
bagi
This
Moon
is
main
exactly
coklat
what
dah lah.
we did.
Aduh.
oh, so you got my attention.
Ada
I got
dia
your
orang bagi
attention,
Moon
alright.
coklat.
So
Exactly.
this is what maybe works for for Malaysia.
Aduh, kena
Because we
gelak
know-
tu coklat.
Yeah, because we know how crazy Malaysia. It could be anything. They just want to, it's their.
Tapi ni dah
it's
ada
their
main dah habis dah
goal and
geng
they
eh.
want to-
Okey
whatever
geng,
they
thank
want
you
to
so
put
much
in
pada
time,
semua
it
yang
just
menonton.
always work for Malaysia.
Belum kita mengakhiri lah,
Yeah.
kita minta bantu like,
Vietnam
minta bantu
really
share lah
nice play, really good game. We'll
Kita jumpa
play
lagi
for
live
Vietnam,
seterusnya. Mungkin kalau
we
PMC
have
dah
to
start,
say
kita lah
goodbye
PMC
for
lagi lagi lah
Vietnam.
Boleh geng
They
eh.
already tried their best until
Rana
day
Rock
number 3
lusa
of
lah,
IESF
Rabu, Khamis lah,
2023
Rana Rock lah
Bali. But we
Mak
will
Jumaat
see
satu
Malaysia
hari dah
in the
PMC
next
Grand Final.
match. Is it gonna be another
Abang ada banyak live lagi. Penarok ni
Argentina.
8 campur.
Right,
Argentina
versus
versus
Philippines. Right,
So the
yeah.
winner of
8
the next
campur,
match,
9
Argentina
live
versus
lagi
Philippines,
Renharok akan buat bulan ni.
will be facing
Koyak
off
aku.
against
Okey guys, kita jumpa lagi. Assalamualaikum. Malam ni pukul 11 jumpa bola. Okey, bola.
Interesting
Dekat
matchup.
Discord je lah. Tak boleh
Ladies
buat
and
lah,
gentlemen,
kena
obviously
copyright.
here with
Okay, kita jumpa lagi.
ISF
Assalamualaikum.
World Esports
Bye-bye.
Championships. It is supported by wonderful Indonesia, Kemenpora, NOC, and Connie.
Yep.
We would also want to give a special thank you to all our sponsors: JHL Group, JHL Auto, Nusapay, DAS, Gudang Crypto,
Ooh.
Pertamina, Taiwan Excellence, Hydro Coco, IndyHome, Telkomsel, HIN.
Yes.
We also have Episode Hotel with this beautiful venue, Merusaka Nusa Dua, Mineski Global, Indonesia, Football E-League,
Yeah.
and ESID and Lemon ID.
Yeah, and thank you for our media partner here. We have Net TV, Trans7, Deticom, Esport ID, Video.com, Dunia Games, Dance TV, Dance Play, Merah Putih, Bola Score, and also Kami Bijak.
There you go. Thank you so much.